Good morning, class 8th, chapter number 13, chemical effect of electric current. Student, we have discussed in last lecture the liquid is a conductor or an insulator. Liquid as conductor of electricity. Student, I think you have understand the conductor of the electric current and the insulator of the electric current. Now student, in this video we will discuss the next topic, electrolysis. So what do you mean by the electrolysis? We have discussed in last lecture also. If we talk about the salt of metal or metal salt also conduct electricity in molten state or in their solution. If they are in dry state, so they do not conduct electricity. They conduct electricity in molten state or in their solution. Okay, so what will happen? So the substance that conduct electricity in their solution or molten state and undergo a chemical change during the process are known as electrolytes. And what do you mean by the electrolysis? The process of passing electric current through an electrolyte to bring about chemical change in the electrolyte is called electrolysis. So first you should know what is the electrolyte and what is the process of the electrolysis. So student, listen carefully again. What do you mean by the electrolyte? The substance that conduct electricity in their solution, whether it is metal salt, है ना, तो this metal salt conduct electricity in their salt solution, or you can say that in their solution. So what will happen? Undergo chemical change, and during this process are known as the electrolytes. So if we talk about the sugar solution, oil hai, they do not conduct electricity, so they are the poor conductor of electricity or the known electrolytes. Student, what will happen when the electric current flows through liquid? What will happen when the electric current flow through the liquids? What will happen? The chemical change occur. So the process of passing electric current through an electrolyte to bring about the chemical change in the electrolyte, it is called the electrolysis. So the chemical change that occur during electrolysis can be liberation of the gases, color change also, solution of the solution, or deposition of the substance on the electrodes. So first we will discuss the some key points for the electrolysis and what will we do for the electrolysis. There are the some materials. So first we will discuss. Okay, so there are the following materials are required for setup for the electrolysis. Now you can see this diagram. Setup for the electrolysis. So be ready. So first we will need the electrolytic cells. First we will need the electrolytic cell. So this is the device in which the electrolysis takes place. Okay, and then we will need the electrolyte. So what is the electrolyte? This is the solution. There is a solution through which our current passes, and we need also the electrodes. You can see there is a electrodes. So these are the two terminal. These are the two terminal dipped in the solution. You can see dipped in the solution. There are the two. These are the two terminal and dipped into the solution. So they make the electrical contact between the solution and the external circuit. So the electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery is anode. So this is the battery, you can take this. So this positive terminal of the battery is called anode, and so this electrode is connected. This is the electrode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery is called anode, positive electrode, and one connected to the negative terminal. Okay, so the one connected to the negative terminal of the battery is called cathode. This is the negative electrodes, and this is the battery. The battery provides the current supply. What is the use of the battery? Battery provides the current supply, and electrodes are connected to the battery. You can see this. You can see this, bete. So these are two electrodes, and this positive terminal are attached to the positive side of the battery, and this negative side, this is the cathode for negative, and this is the positive for anode. And the battery provides the current supply, and the electrodes are connected to the battery. And now student, what is the ions? So what is the ion? Ions are group of atom with positive charge or negative charge. What do you mean by the ions? Ions are the group of the atom with positive charge or negative charge. So student, electrolytes move towards the electrode cations or positive charge, or the move towards the anodes. So first you will see this diagram also. If there is ions, what are the ions? Ions are the group of the atom with positive or negative charge. So what will happen when the current pass through ions is electrolytes move towards the electrodes. So the positive charge, if there is positive charge, where will they go? They will go towards the cathode. If there is negative charge will be produced, they will be move anode. Okay, when the current pass ions in the electrolytes moves towards the electrodes, but they move opposite side. If you want to electrolysis of the metal salt, okay, so metal salt will be electrolysis. So copper have the positive charge, and sulfate ions you can say that the negative. So the negative charges will go towards the anode, and the copper will go, yes, will go towards the cathode side. So they move opposite side. Okay, so if we talk about this setup for the electrolysis, these are the, so you need electrolytic cell, electrolyte, electrodes, battery, and ions. You can see this diagram also. So there are the two terminals, anode and cathode. You need battery, you need electrolyte. What do you mean by the electrolyte? It is a solution through which the electric current pass. When the electric current pass, these electrolytes will be break down. They produce the charges, and these charges go towards the moves towards the opposite electrodes. Positive charge will go to the cathode, and anode, and negative charges move towards the anode. So I hope you understand this setup for the electrolysis. So I hope you understand. In next video we will discuss the electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water. What is the formula of the water? Yes student, H2O. Okay, so you know that water is made up of the two atom of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. So what is the ratio in water? 2:1. Why? Why the ratio of the water is 2:1? Why? Because the water is made up of the two atom of hydrogen and one atom of the oxygen. So in this following activity, you can see what happened during the electrolysis of water to conduct electricity of water in next video. So you can see there is a setup also. You can see there is a setup, and there is a also beaker also you need. It is not clear na? So you can draw this beaker also. Okay, so there is a water, this is a water, this is the cathode rod, this is a this is cathode na, negative, and this is the anode. Okay, and in this setup we will need the carbon rod, negative, and this is the positive. So in next video we will discuss the electrolysis of water. Okay students, take care, bye.